I can't believe I'm actually going live, but I am. I think because I really need a break. I'm going to take a break to color. And so I figured I might as well just, color in my break live and kind of force myself to keep this short because I got to go back to work after this break. Oh, just ate my lunch a little while ago. And this is a picture from Color Morphia, Kirby Rosanna's, that I put in that short what I'm working on, and it only got this side of it. It didn't get the whole picture. Um, I'm not sure why, because I, I think I know why. It's because I did a video, and I thought that Kind Master would take the video and incorporate that, but it only incorporated the first um, what do you call it? The first frame of the video instead of the whole video. So, okay, let's see. So, get my Prismacolors out here. Apologies for the, you know, dark thing on the camera, but I cannot. Um, One, for me to get the whole picture of this, I have to do it um, on off of my desk and on this thing, on the pull-out thing for my what do you call it? Desk. So let's see. Gotta get rid of some stuff on the side of my desk. Some pens. Hey, Foot Soldier. Nice to see you. I'm doing pretty good. Kind of tired. And tired in part from what I've done, tired in part from what I gotta do. I'm trying to get out of that head, but man, I just have so much work to do. Um, so my plan with this, I use Prismacolors, and so I want to, because it seems like he's fire and ice, this wolf. So I want the ice part to be blue, and probably some white too. I'll put some white in at the end, and then the fire part to be red. And then all these other objects, I think I really want to keep them silver or silver and black, or red or blue. And I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do all of that yet, but I'm working on it. I'm just letting the picture tell me what it wants, because I'm random. I'm random all the way. Random all the way. Random. What is this? I can't read it. But my eyes are really fuzzy lately. Well, today in particular, from uh, I think it's allergies. What is this? That says crimson red. Where's the permanent red? I can't remember which one I used. That's also crimson red. Maybe I imagined that I used permanent red. That could be. Wouldn't be the first time. Scarlet Lake? Okay, I don't really want that one. Okay, this is permanent red. Okay, and that looks like orange, but I'm gonna keep it here. I think I need kind of like a maroon, but I don't know if I want to use the grape or brown. Tuscan red. That's what I want. I think. I don't know if I want to do the deep things with the Tuscan red or black, or a combination of both. And if I use the black, I'm thinking I want to use, like a marker kind of thing. So, yeah, not lazy. I have a hard time making myself stop. Just stop. I gotta tell myself stop. Um, which is not good, because then I crash out. It's not good to crash out. Okay, what is this one? Why is these two blacks look different? I'm kind of afraid to put black in there too soon, because they tend to kind of get all smudgy. Okay, these are both the same black, even though they look different to me. Okay, which one have I used? Looks like I used both of them. Hey, Mandy. Good to see ya. So what am I going to do? I'm going to make sure I work on this. I don't want to just be, okay, that, excuse me. That needs to be read. Yeah, I think my allergies, have been kicking up the past few days. So it has been kind of warm. Warm for here. Like they said it was like 40, they said it was going to be high of 45 degrees yesterday. And when I left for work, I'm driving like halfway to work, it said it was 48. And then it felt like it was 60. So I'm like, what is going on? This does not feel like 40s. And plants aren't acting like it's 40s either. So I don't know what's up with that. I think some people have been fired from the um, NO, NOAA, National Oceanic and whatever. And I'm wondering if, like, is that why my temperatures aren't accurate that I'm getting on my apps? I don't know. But I'll just stay with my farmer's instincts until all that mess gets worked out. I just watched Ryan Hall y'all's. Did I finish watching it? I might not have finished watching it. Ryan Hall y'all's latest weather update. You know, because like he kind of gives a forecast of the next few days, weekend, that kind of stuff. But he does it whenever he sees like any kind of concerning weather coming up, most of the time. And they have these little radios, NOAA radios. Hey, Amy. Oh yeah, it's a day to walk around. Take care, foot soldier. Enjoy your walk. Um, yeah, they have these little NOAA radios that I think they're um they're battery operated, but they also work on some other signal because it's actually from the National Weather Service or whatever. And yeah, I'm looking at those and wondering if I should get one. I mean, most of the time, the only thing we got to worry about around here are uh, snowstorms, um, which I hope we're not going to get one of those now. But it's definitely not unheard of. But I sure hope not. But then, well, last summer we had that freaking tornado warning, and I thought it was a joke. But I'm getting the things on my phone, like it takes over your phone and tells you, and I was like, oh my gosh! And I thought it was a joke. I'm like, is this really real? It was real. So, kind of thinking maybe I should get one. And they do, like in the wintertime, they specifically, you know, have people designated that look at snowstorms and things. So that might be good to have. I don't know. I gotta decide. I don't know. One reason why I got a color is so I'll stop buying stuff. Take a break and start buying stuff. It's like, really? That's not what we're supposed to be doing. I was listening to the Jolly Tea Drinkers. Was it evening or morning that she was on? I don't know. Whenever she was on, I was there, and I think it was early evening, earlier than she's usually on, which is why I was able to catch her, which was nice. And she was talking about teas because that's her name of her channel, and that's what she does. She loves tea. And as she was talking about it, and she mentions her favorite companies to buy teas from, and I went to it yesterday morning after being in her video the night previously. I wound up buying a tea brewer and teas. And actually, it arrived. It got here fast. I didn't ask for any extra expedited shipping or anything, but it's here today. It just arrived like this morning. I was like, whoa. I gotta find a place on the counter for it first. But I kind of have it as my treat to myself, um, for all the work I'm going to be doing for the next, oh Lord, I hope only 4 weeks. But I know better. No, it's not going to be 4 weeks. It's not in the middle of May. Is probably when I'll start to see a little bit of light. Let me see. Where are we? Okay, one, two. It ends there, doesn't it? 2 weeks where I have to leave the house, and then the next week. It might not be till the end of May. Let's hope. But it will ease up once I don't have to go leave the house, because then I'll just be here working, and I don't have to worry about getting dressed to go anywhere. Probably like start working in my pajamas, and my break will be taking a shower and then coming back to work. Just like, oh yeah, I don't really like this time of year. Now that I know, okay, I know what's coming, and it's like no matter how much I try to prepare for it, I don't know, it's always caca. And I've been talking to the Lord about that, like, help me get my mind right about it, because now I approach it with, I have this thing I have dread with it, DREAD, and I don't think that's good. And I need assistance to not approach it that way. So I was actually talking to the Lord about that this morning. I was actually doing starting like a kind of a personal Bible study on dread. Because dread is like a very particular kind of, it's just like anxiety is a kind of, it's fear. So dread is also, they're all kind of connected in some kind of way. So I wanted to really look into that as far as the etymology of each word, and um, then also looking at Bible scriptures that talk about it, how they fit in with those etymologies, and looking at the Hebrew and the Aramaic, which like you can actually get that information on this website called Blue. Sorry, I can't say BL very well with my braces, but Blue, like the color blue, Blue Letter Bible. I love that site so much. And it has free lexicons and commentaries and things. Um, I love that site. It has concordances, so you can look at the original word that the English was translated from, whether it's, Hebrew, Aramaic, Greek, whatever it is. It's pretty cool. But can't. It's like I can't. It's hard for me to do that and work stuff too. It's just, yeah, it's weird. Too much. I don't like that. I don't like being uh, pushed away from my Bible study. Like to do a real, in-depth one, but because it's kind of like research, really. But still in my mind, still in my head. Something that I want to do, and I just feel like I'm making his red redder. I want it to be redder. So I looked around to see if anybody was live. If you discover like that, if you know that somebody's live and I'm live, and you know it's somebody I watch, let me know. I don't mind being told because, like, a lot of times I prefer to watch rather than to be live. Um, so I know it was Mary's birthday the other day, which was nice. It was funny because I watched that and then I sang happy birthday to her, and it's like she can't even hear me, but I'm singing happy birthday. It sounded pretty good too, and then I thought, well, maybe you should record it. And it's like, nah, I ain't doing it. So here's hoping like she received it like some other way. Her ears were ringing or hurting or something when I sang it. Now what else? Let me get in here. So like you can't see it, but I can see like little like white. Like when you color with a pencil and you haven't covered everything, or the pencil just doesn't, in however many passes you have, it doesn't cover everything. That's actually what I'm going over. This was a lot just to get the red and blue down here on him was a lot. Just the red alone was a lot. I don't know. I did that like maybe like a month ago, maybe longer probably. Actually, more than a month ago probably. Um, Shoot, I might have to make that rose sparkle or make it blue. Because if I make it red, that's just not gonna, you know. I don't know how you can make it a distinctly different red. I'm gonna leave this part alone because I don't know if I want it red or black. Same with this part. I don't know if I want it red or black. I hope this is focused. No, is this the focus thing? I don't even remember. I don't remember how to work the thing. This is red. Yes, I need to stop buying stuff. Well, I bought the teas and the tea brewer, so um, like I said, it's kind of my treat. I think it's going to be my treat after either in the last weeks of having to do the stuff I have to do for work, or after. I don't know. It's going to be my treat for getting a certain amount of things done or something. I don't know. We're going to do it somehow like that. So thank you, the Jolly Treat Tea Drinker, for suggesting Adagio teas or mentioning Adagio teas. That's who I ordered from, and they seem like really good people too. Um, I was impressed, and then I got my order. Like, wow, fast. And then they also have their sister sites or sister companies. They have a spice company. I love spices, but I probably have so many I don't need any right now. So I kind of briefly looked at it, but then I just left. It's like, no, we're not going there right now. And then they also have a coffee site that's a sister site, which I thought, well, if I'm doing all the tea thing, I don't need to look at the coffee one right now, but like I have it in my head for future reference. Because I used to get Javalia coffee. I think I was getting that for like I think almost 20 years. Um, Starting like in the 90s. And then when I moved here, I think I kept getting it. I have like two canisters. I have like a coffee cup set. I have like all these things that they give you like would send me like for free or whatever. I have a ceramic coffee set, like cups, two cups basically. Um, I have a travel, what do you call it? Like a travel what do you call it? Thermos, um, some other stuff that I have from belonging to that still. I don't know what the heck that is. I feel like making that blue rather than red. Yeah, I'm wondering, should I make the tail blue instead of red? I almost think I should, but there's so much red smudge down here. I don't know how that's gonna work. Might turn out purple. Yeah, so I ordered the teas, the tea brewer and teas from Adagio Teas. Something I did today that, okay, we weren't planning on doing that, but it just happened, and I actually don't feel bad about it. I happened to notice that Derwent Inktense comes in these bars, almost not like crayons, but they're not really crayons. They're just like bars, no tip on them or anything like that. Um, just looking at a thumbnail for a video, and I was like, "What? They come like that?" So I immediately went to Blick Art, and yes, they do come like that. And I started investigating. And I thought, well, I could just get a small set and then order singles for the other ones that I want. And then as I did that, I says, that's really stupid. Look at how much they're giving you off on the price. And so I just bought the set of 72. I actually did go through and count the open stock colors they had to see how, if it came to 72 or a different number. It came to 72. So I thought, well, what the heck? I might as well get the set of 72. Then I'll have them all. And then I can replace the ones that I use up in the single stock. So that's coming. And the reason why I did that is because I really like those Inktense pencils. But if in using them, I'm thinking using those and the blocks together, it feels like a thing that I want to do. I just realized I don't have my ring on. Um, oh, it's because I was messing with my hair. I'm always messing with my hair. Um, uh, where is it? I've really been playing around with those, and I think, let's see, where's one of the pictures in here? Um, and I've really been thinking of ways that I can use those because I love how vibrant the color is. Because you know me, I'm all about the color. I want all the color, and I don't like how watercolor sometimes is like watery, washed out, not vibrant. And, that bugs me. Did I use them on here? I don't remember. I might have used. I don't know that I used them on that. I think I used. I might have used. I might have used them on here, just on the purple. I'm starting to forget now what I did with some of these. I like how quickly it can help you get a page colored, just like people say about watercolors. Hey, Jill. It was just a regular day. I was still working from home. But I did make oh, and I know you don't like this, but I did a pork loin roast, and I really didn't feel like I told my husband, it's like, I'm not making any of the fixins or anything like that. I says, if you want anything else with it, you're gonna have to make it because I got stuff I gotta do. But it had been a long time since I made a pork loin roast, and I had this was in the freezer, and I thought, I need to cook this, so it doesn't get, freezer burned or whatever. And for me, I was just going to use it to make nachos, you know, just to have a little bit of shredded meat on top of my nachos. Um, it was the easiest thing ever to cook. I just was like, why did I not know this before? And I think you probably can do the same thing with beef. A beef loin, you just have to probably pay attention to like whether you want it rare, or medium well, or medium and all that jazz. But you heat the oven up to 500 degrees. You put your seasoned pork loin in there. Once it has reached 500 degrees, you set your timer for 15 minutes, or watch your watch or clock or whatever. Leave it in there at 500 degrees for 15 minutes, or a certain amount per pound. But they say it seems like it's just 15 minutes kind of across the board. Then you turn the oven off after that 15 minutes. And according to how many pounds the loin is how long you keep it in the oven. And because ours was 2.5 pounds, I kept it in there for an hour, and I think an hour and 15 minutes or hour and 30 minutes. I can't remember which I did. That was all you have to do. Keep it in there for like an hour to an hour 30 minutes. Then you take it out, let it rest for 10 minutes, and then you cut it. I was so amazed. It's moist. The outside, has like the sear on it because it was at 500 degrees. It's not dried inside. It's not dried out or anything. None of it was dried out, really. Not even the outside. Just has a nice, sear on the outside. So 15 minutes in at 500 degrees, turn the oven off. Don't open your oven, and leave the loin in there for an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. That's how you cook it. I was shook. I was like, this is all I gotta do? I don't know. I don't like eating meat a lot, but I tell you what, that does make me think more about eating another pork loin if it's that easy to cook it. Um, yeah. So that's and I actually had some sweet potatoes too that like I wanted to use up, and so I just wrapped those in foil, and I put those in there when I had the roast in there when I first put it in. And then when I took the roast out, I just had to turn the oven on to like 350 and let them cook for like another 15 minutes. And then they were done because they were really big. They were huge sweet potatoes. Um, yeah, so I didn't really, what did I have? I didn't even eat that. I didn't even eat the pork loin that day. I had like a stew that I had left over and rice. So, um, I didn't eat any of the pork loin until the next day because I wanted nachos. So I make basically it turns out to be kind of like a taco salad because I put a whole lot of lettuce on there, and salsa. And I don't know if I have any homemade salsa left anymore because I make a whole lot of stuff out of zucchini because zucchini grows like crazy around here. I make zucchini pickles. I make zucchini salsa, and I don't know if I have to check and see if I have any more because I like sneaking my vegetables in anywhere I possibly can, and so that almost everything I'm eating is a vegetable. I like doing that. Um, hey Taylor, yeah, it's well, I mean, I've been cooking since I was 8 years old, so it's kind of second nature. I look in the refrigerator, what's there? Okay, let's do this. And then when I got some of those subscription boxes like HelloFresh and Purple Carrot, um, I learned other flavor profiles from that, like Turkish and some other things. So like and like Indian. And so now I know like how their process of how to cook things. So like and I have those spices in my cupboard too. So I know if I want to make it taste like this or I want it to be more like this, like do this, add these spices, do this spices, add this then or whatever. And it's kind of like I don't know, it's almost like a science project. Um Either a science project or a junkyard. I don't know. I don't know which. But yeah, this I was doing I was trying to stick and I think all I've done with this are Inktense pencils. I may have used one Prismacolor to kind of deepen that because I didn't want to waste my Inktense pencils on that because I love them things. But I almost think I'm going to stick more to the bar than to the pencils of the Inktense. And then I'm probably going to use the Inktense just to, um, for like detail, certain detail. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But I am excited for getting those Inktense bars. I really am. I guess, since suddenly I've been converted to do the dab, dab, dab with these things, I'm getting used to it. And when I see the color blend is when I get excited. And I think that's what's um, making me not dislike using these, you know, now, is when I see the color blend. Hey, Ivy Pearl, I was thinking about you and wondering where you were. It's like, I ain't even seen her. Where is she? Or maybe I have seen you and I forgot. I don't know. Who knows? My brain is like tossed salad lately. Oh, excuse me. I had to drink some ginger ale. I feel like I'm about to choke. Again, the whole allergy thing. I did the Navage thing with my nose last night, which was really good. But then it also has me like sneezing like crazy. And I'm wondering if I need to take Claritin or Zyrtex. And I love the Zyrtex, really works for me, but it also knocks me out. So it keeps me from wanting to take it. And then the Claritin is like, I can't even tell if it's working. I don't know. And then I'm like, well, why take it and add that to your liver load if if you don't know it's working? I don't know. I got all kinds of issues. I think too hard. Yes, I do. Okay, so this guy I did with Inktense. All Inktense except for maybe that one. I think it's that black grape Prismacolor. And so I just want to finish the whole thing with Inktense. I don't want to add anything else to it unless I'm really feeling it. Um, because I'm really feeling using the Inktense on these. I'm loving the blending with it and everything. So I want to stay with it. And if I have those blocks, well, I will have those blocks, and none of them better be broken either. Because you know what? I think, excuse me, when I got my Pablo, not my Pablos, the Karen Dash Neo ones, and some of them were broken. I was like, yeah, well, whatever. How I'm going to use them with backgrounds and everything probably doesn't matter. But if I get any of those Derwent things broken, I may just send it back and say, send me another one. Because I don't know. I feel like those are very precious to me. It almost seems like it shouldn't matter if they're broken, though, because, like, all I'm going to do is to dab, dab, dab anyway, right? With this. But, I don't know. I don't know. They feel very special to me, and I don't know why. I don't even have them yet. But I looked at them and I thought, okay, this is like I don't have to deal with the mess of I don't know. The ink tint seems to be much more controlled than watercolors. Well, and more heavily pigmented, so that you don't need as much. And that really appeals to me because I can't deal with water like the color going all over the place. That drives me nuts. It's like dealing with stickers. It's like no, I can't do that. So sorry, I'm getting real neurotic now, but that's me. I don't know. There's just something about those that really appeals to me, and also the possibility that they have of using them outside of coloring books. So Hazelnut. Um, yeah, I won't do those things tailor made because I think actually, like, I have like a personal kind of thing with that. My doctor keeps trying to give me Flonase, and I told her, I says, you can subscribe it to me, but I won't take it because I think it was actually Nasonex. Nasonex might be the reason why I got glaucoma because nobody else in my family has it. And that is in one of the things in the thing for Nasonex, one of the warnings of possibilities of, and like a long time ago, like, well, probably like 2010, 2008, I had a doctor here before this doctor I have now who, I don't know, he was always throwing drugs at me. But he prescribed Nasonex for me and it did work. But then in 2013, I was diagnosed with glaucoma. So I ain't sticking nothing up my nose unless it's saline. That's it. I ain't doing none of that other stuff. It says you can give it to me. I told, and I love my doctor, but I think she saw this. Like, nope, don't even go there. It says you. I told her, you know, we talk all the time. She's really, really, I love her. But I told her, it says you can subscribe it to me, but I'm not going to take it. I says you might as well not, because I will not use it. Um, yeah, I don't like sticking things up my nose. Mm. Um, Ooh, that was a tangent I didn't expect. What time is it? Yeah, it was somewhere in the, like how they give you that big thing that you can't even read it right. It's all that stuff in there, but that was in there. No, I wasn't thinking anything at the time because it's just like, well, this, not whatever. But then when I was diagnosed with glaucoma, I went back and read one of those things because I was trying to figure out where did this come from. Nobody in my family has this, and I started going through the list of things that were different about me. Things that happened different with me that might be the reason why. That was one of them, the Nasonex. Um, the Flonase doesn't work for me anyway. Somebody has, I think the same doctor I have now had subscribed it to me a long time ago, and all it does is make me really snotty. And I tried and tried. I took it for the length of time they said, and it just makes me snotty. That's it. And it doesn't solve anything. I hate that. Hey, Bubbles. Nice to see you. Surprise, surprise. I'm here. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm here. Let me get off this page before I start wanting to color it because I don't want to use Prismacolors. And I'm looking at purple Prismacolors right now, and it's like, no, you ain't doing that. Not with this page. That's not what we're doing. But that came from, I was showing this because of a conversation about the Derwent Inktense blocks. So I'm getting the whole big set. That thing looks like it'll last you like a really long time. So I think that's a worthy investment. And they're at a good price there too. So yes, I'm looking at this book like all the things I was looking at it this morning. How much I have to do to finish this book. And I was working on this one a little bit today. And I did this with I think I did a combination Neocolor 2s and Neocolor 1s. And then this morning I went in with one set of my glitter pens. Where are they? I just saw them. Where to put them? Oh, I got stuff on top of them. These guys. Because I was trying to figure out what do I want to do with these, and because of when I was like streaking the color is on some of these little dudes, and I actually like how it did that. I don't know if you can see, like on this one, the color is streaked on them too, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I like how that happened. So I'm like, how can I keep that there and still color them somehow, whatever. So that's what I'm working my way through with this. And I did some outlining with my sparkle glitter pens to see, okay, how's that going to work? I like how this one worked out with this one. And you can notice the streak from like, I don't know, yellow, orange, or whatever's on this side. I want to keep this here. I don't want to cover that up. So I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. This one, I kind of got a little adventurous. I don't know if I like that or not, but I tried to follow with a glitter pen color that was the same as or similar to the Neocolor pigment there, and it wasn't that close, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna figure that out. I may go in with pencil and do something with this, but I'm gonna treat it kind of painterly like, not try to color in the whole object, but really try and work with the object and have it, I don't know, figure out the way to keep it kind of like this, but add a little bit more color. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know. So, yeah, and then I did some, on him too, the glitter pen. But that's all I did with that today because that's all I was feeling. It's like I'm not, I can't be going buck wild on these things because I only got half a brain right now. So most of my brain is on work. So it's like only things that I can do kind of subconsciously. It comes to me that those are the things I'll color, or something that it's like all you have to do is just this one thing repetitively, and then I can do those. Otherwise, yeah, not really. I actually hadn't opened. Oh, this was what I was working on last night because I could do one thing repetitively. I was looking through the book. Oh, excuse me. And I was looking, what the heck am I going to do with this page? And I actually was thinking of Inktense when I saw this page, and I said, well, I can't be using those Inktense pencils now. Maybe this is what started that whole trek with the ink. I don't know. That might have been. Um, but I think I do want to do these guys with Inktense. I'm almost thinking of changing them from skulls, but I don't know what I would change them into. So we're thinking about that too. What you say? What you say? The small print be like warning, constipation, diarrhea, swelling of your brain, water in your knees. I'm actually Ivy Pearl. I'm actually getting the set of the Inktense. I can't say the word. I can't say L's. Like compound. BL. I can't say those words because of my braces. But the Inktense blocks. Like I really have to work hard to say that. These things are coming off soon, which is really awesome. May 13th, that's when I go to the orthodontist. And they said then that's when we're going to do the whole plan. I don't know. Maybe they actually are going to take them off then. I don't know. Or they're going to schedule when to take them off and schedule when to order, and they're going to measure for my retainer. And they're also going to put in, they told me they're going to put in some permanent retainers, because I have a baby tooth that baby tooth has balls. She's like, I ain't moving, I ain't going, I'm not coming out your mouth and accepting a replacement. I'm here for life. Try and move me. So the problem was it was kind of like back from the rest of my teeth, so like they were moving it up towards the front. And the minute they took off the extra stuff on it, she was like, I'm going back to where I was. You can't tell me what to do. So they they put the other power chain back on there to stop it from doing that and to move it back up the little bit that it had gone back in that little bit of time. So I'm probably going to get a permanent retainer behind that one on the top, and then I'm going to get a permanent retainer somewhere on the bottom, and then I'm going to get, the retainer that you got to wear every night. I'm going to get fitted for one of those. So I'm going to be fully retained. Not contained, but retained. So, yeah, I have to, me and gold, I can go really crazy with it. I love sparkle. I love gold, and like I love gold sparkle in particular. Not any sparkle, but gold. Um, Gold sparkle, gold shimmer. I love it, and like I have to watch that I don't do too much of it because then it becomes the whole page is just that. Um, so I'm thinking that I'm probably going to use. I keep thinking like maybe some kind of gradation, some kind of gradient of color for these other lines. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And I could use other sparkle pens. Lord knows I got enough of them. But like I said, I don't want to overpower it with sparkles, so I may just do like I did this gold and tried to match the quadrants. Let's just see. I tried to match the quadrants with it. With how far I colored two, and then I'm thinking the next thing I'll do with this is actually to color these things, and then it'll give me a better idea of what to do with the rest of the butterfly. And I have no idea what colors, so that's why I just at that point after I colored in everything I thought I wanted to be the sparkle that I knew definitely I wanted to have the gold sparkle, then I stopped. I also was afraid of running out of sparkle pen, running out of the liquid, but reminds me of like filament, you know, or something. What do we do? Some. Oh, and did I saw that Ivy Pearl had asked a question. Yep, that's what that tooth is saying. That baby tooth says, and I'm telling you, I'm not going. She really is something else. Every dentist I go to always comments about the baby teeth I have left because they don't look like baby teeth. And the only reason you know they're not baby teeth is some special thing that dentists know. Or the only reason you know they're baby teeth is some kind of special thing that dentists know from observation if they're really good. Or if you look at my x-rays and you see the root, then you know from the root that it's a baby tooth. So my original dentist here used to always say to the whatever assistant he said had, he would like test him. He goes, do you know what those are? Do you notice anything different? I guess that was how he figured out how good they were. I don't know. So Ivy Pearl, I'm actually getting, and in fact, let me find them. Let me get the. I'm really excited, and I'm just thinking, like, I don't know why I'm so excited, but in the minute I saw them, I was excited. And I was like, there must be something I'm supposed to do with these things because I don't know. I feel attached to them already. Um, oh, and I have a new keyboard. I've been dealing with that. My attempts at dealing with another. Yeah, this book is coming apart. Oh, I still haven't finished the whale page. That's the bigger whale page. Now this is a whale and a bear. But I'll probably take the same approach. This page, Lord, I was doing it with all pencils, I think. Ciao. I don't know where I'm going with that either. Okay, let's do it on this one. This one's kind of pretty much done. New Bluetooth keyboard that like I finally like bit the bullet and bought one that wasn't cheap because the other ones that I had were really messing a whole lot of things up. Okay, where am I? Lick is probably gonna say, "You back here again?" Oh, I'm not on this one. That's why it didn't. Da 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 da. I think I needed to hang out with you all for a while because I really have been just so. Okay, that's what they're called. Derwent Inktense, and that word I can't say. I can't say BL blocks. I have to say it like very carefully because I can't really say it. Just like yesterday at work, instead of saying, I was trying to say, what was I trying to say? Horses, and that's kind of difficult to say too. The OR, and I said hose. So hose instead of horses. Hose. Hose. It was too hard to say. I'm like, that's really sad. Anyway, hey Marsha, nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. If I didn't say that when you came in. Yeah, I have a ton of whips, and you know what? I have been obsessively coloring these Alexander Danneman books. Okay, let's pull out something else. We're not coloring now. obviously. I cannot stop coloring in her books. Like I started with the flower one. These are the ones that I bound myself. And this one is kind of like, okay, this was the second one I did. And I had some construction paper that was harder, like cardstock. And I didn't realize, oh, it's not big enough to do this. So I actually ordered some white cardstock that is 9 by 12 that can fit so that it'll cover the whole thing of a book that has 9 by 11 pages in it. Yeah, things I don't think about those things. I didn't, realize it. And um, yeah, I can't stop coloring in her books. I forgot. I needed to post this. Oop. I do have a short I can do. I was thinking about that today. It's like, oh, I don't even have a short to post that I can create and post, but I do. I have this one. Or I could wait till next Monday. Um, I can't stop coloring in these books. And I guess it's because they're just really inviting and easy. And I find it odd because it's like, well, a lot like they seem a lot like Johanna Basford books, right? The the illustrations. But I don't be going through Johanna Basford books like this. And I don't know if it's because of there's not all that space in the background, the size of the page, or what. But these are much more inviting to me. I could not stop coloring in them. Um, yeah, this is I tried with a background. Me and backgrounds, I don't know. This part even isn't finished. I need to do. I did watercolor pencils, and that's why the paper's all like crinkly and everything. And then I did the King Art gel sticks over it, but then I forgot to do King Art gel stick over this one because it was wet at the time. And so I like was working on this part that wasn't wet, and this part was wet, and then I just put it away, and I forgot I didn't do that part. But like, who cares? It's just like I don't care. This one I started with Prismacolors. These are all the ones I think that I put in that short. Um, and I started with Prismacolors, and I've been playing around with blenders, and I have like Derwent blenders, Derwent blenders and burnishers, Color blenders and burnishers. I got those. I got the crappy Blick Art ones. I have the crappy Prismacolor ones. Um, I I have the what is it, Lyra or something like that. I have those which aren't too bad, but I don't know. It's weird. Each blender and burnisher works different depending on the paper and depending on the pencil, and it's crazy. So that's something I'm finding out. So I've kind of been using them in this book. Since I have PDFs of these, and like if I ruin a page or I don't like how it turned out, I can print another one. Um, to see how it works on each one works on this paper, which is 28-pound paper. And these are Prismacolors right here. It totally changed the color, the original color of the pencil. And I was like, what? What did I? And I think I used the Prismacolor blender. I'm like, well, that's weird. We don't want that to happen. If I put a color down on there, that's the color I want to be on there. Don't be changing it on me. And so, even though I started with Prismas, I was like, we ain't going there. And what's been working best on this paper, which is like 28-pound, Radiant White, it's South something is what it's called. Um, I've actually been using my Xena color pencils, like the first big color pencil set I ever got. They're like from France or something, I found out, but I got them from Amazon. And Crayolas. Crayolas love this paper. They've been doing so well on this paper. And so I'm using up all my little short stubbies and things of Crayolas, and like some long ones I have of them, and some long ones I have the Xena colors. I'm using up that pencil set in coloring this book. Where is it? Oh, I put it on the floor. I'm not gonna open that up. Too much trouble. Child, that was some, I think that was because of the Prismacolors too that it really I don't know what it did, and I wound up putting acrylic marker over this because it's like, oh, just cover it up. And it kind of covered it up. It kind of didn't, but I don't think you'd be able to tell unless you looked up close. So, but I just love this book. I really do. This is funny. This is highlighter over colored pencil. This highlighter. I don't ask me how it happened. I don't know, but and then I used Marabou art crayons on here, and then I wound up with this spot underneath here. And there's some in a couple places. I'm like, why did that happen? I don't know why that happened. I want to find out because I want to find out how to do that on purpose in some kind of way. So I still have to finish this. And with these wacky colors, I don't even know what to finish the sides with because I was thinking about that last night. You could finish this. I was like, I don't know where I'm going on this, so I just left it. I have a feeling I'm putting sparkle in this. So, and where the sparkle glitter pens, I got them off of Amazon, of course. Now Ohuhu has some. Where are those? I think they're close by me somewhere because it's a smaller set. Where are they? I bought them at the same time. I don't know what it is with me and markers. I've been going buck wild with them because I actually bought more. Like why? I don't know what's wrong with me. I really don't. These are the Ohuhu ones. Ohuhu glitter markers. I kind of save these because I feel like this is kind of like my junky set, and it also has more, even though it's not necessarily junky. I don't know that for a fact. And then I save these because they're Ohuhu, and I figure they're probably better. They're more special. So, oops, it's not even in the camera. Sorry about that. And why is the light on? I don't know why the light is on. Um, but this has 12 and this has 24. So then there's another reason for me using this one more too. But I'm obsessive about the tips on markers. I want a variation of tips because you need a particular tip depending on what you're coloring and what you're using the sparkle for. And like I don't want to not have it if I need it. So that's what I used for I use the screw lock for the butterfly. And I use them on the fish too. So these are kind of my go-to glitter ones. They seem to be. And I need to find something else to put them in because this box is falling apart and it's really flimsy. But on the list, I got a whole bunch of stuff to do when I'm done with work. The end of May, kick it off with a party at Jill's, and then it's like, okay, we going full on tearing this room up. So, um, child, if I have my braces off then too, ooh, let me tell you, we're gonna go on a raw food diet. It's gonna be raw vegetables all over the place, crunching, crunch, 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 because I won't have to worry about breaking a bracket or a brace. I'm gonna be going crazy with that. So I'm probably gonna drop about 20 pounds over the summer just from that. So this one I was really like, ooh. And again, I used the Crayolas and Xena colors. Now, I wasn't sure. Originally, I thought I was going to color these orange. But then when I did this, it was like, I don't know if I want to put orange with it. But I just kept doing it anyway. It's like, I'll just stick to orange, get it colored. You have another chance. It's a PDF. You can do it again. But it made it look like, like that patina that's on old thing. Patina that's on old things. That it's like, or like when copper gets like that green stuff on it or whatever. And I used 2 Xena color pencils that like I'm not gonna have forever. And I don't know why they turned out that like that, but I was like, ooh, I don't know how to reproduce that with a different pencil. It was the Xena color light sea green and Xena color moss green over it. And I don't know why. I don't know, but I love it. So I just kept doing it. Yeah, the sip and paint. Yep, that party. So, oh, you didn't know I was coming to your house for a party, Jill? I'm coming over. I'm bringing a bag and booze and everything. I'm just kidding. No, the sip and paint. And I put a lot of stuff in my wish list thing so that you could pick whichever you want. I don't care. Surprise me. If you don't like any of them, you don't have to get any of them. Surprise me. That would be a surprise too. I was having a hard time picking, and I just thought, "Well, just throw it in there. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one." Um, and then I think I started this one yesterday because these are so easy to just like I don't know. And I like the fact that I'm using up my supplies. I'm using up, my older pencils, and that'll free up another case. But I really like the pencils, so it's like I'm enjoying the process. Unlike using Starjoy Golds. I said it. So anyway, oh, I've been out of here an hour now. Okay, I'm gonna have to go soon. Give myself 30 minutes. Um, yeah, I really like having the option to color them again and color them differently. Or if, like say like with this one, I liked this, but I finally thought of another color I could do with that, and I could do it again like that. I don't know. So this is, and yeah, when I did the put this one in the binding machine, excuse me, oh, burp. That's the ginger ale. Um, the title is not in the front. My bad. I'm learning. The title's in the middle because I don't know, trying to figure out how to put it in there and everything. Take care, Ivy Pearl. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Oop, hold on, let me read the thing because then I can. Because I was tempted to buy my own kit, and I thought, well, I don't know. I think she wants to do it. Okay, cool. Then I can buy my own. Good. Then I know which one I'll get. Okay. Or that helps me know more of what to do. That works for me. There was one that was in there that I was like, man, I want to do it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it during that party. But is that everything? I think that's everything I did in here. Yeah, so I'm really, really, really. Oh no, I did this one. I don't think I included this one in the video. It's pretty much done. I didn't do the background, but I don't know if I'm gonna do a background since I did it 419. But yeah, I love her drawings, and they just feel less intimidating than Johanna Basford, and I don't know why, because I feel like their drawing style is similar. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, this chat is so weird. The way, like, when you open up the thing, it's the opposite. When you open up the chat, it's the opposite of how it looks in the overlay, and so I always get confused. Okay, so how much time do I have? I can't give myself too much more time. I gotta get back to work. Oh, yeah. So I kind of been looking through here, making my plan. I think I'm doing pretty good. It's April, and I'm getting a lot colored in here, and I'm gaining more coloring skills and gaining more coloring supplies. Um, so I got a plan for this. Yeah, this dragon one. I don't know. That might be the last one I do. I really like this page. I don't know exactly what to do with it, but I feel like that's going to be the last one. I have to keep reminding myself what I used on this one because I keep forgetting. I want to use the same stuff. This one, I actually drew something in on there, which was unusual for me. Ooh, that's moving low. And made grass, beach, island, little island thing. Because I didn't like that it was just naked in the background. I was like, what's that about? So I don't know how it's going to look when I'm finished, but. And I think I don't think I used Inktense. I think I used watercolor pencils though. Because I just kind of wanted to block out the area. So I didn't want to use really good pencils. I use these, what is it called? Uku watercolor pencils. Yeah, this generic, inexpensive watercolor pencil set I had. Just to block out the color and then, figure out the rest. Octopus is driving me crazy. I don't even want to talk about him. Back to this guy. I want to do a little bit more on this and then I'll get off of here. I have to figure out. I gotta remember what blue I used on here, and I think it's that. What's it called? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, the Copenhagen blue, and then a light blue, but not my favorite powder blue. Not the really dense one. It's probably this one. It's probably why I left it on the outside of the case. Okay, let's do some of this. I think I want his tail to be blue. Doesn't really look like fire though. But I feel like that would be too much red. I don't know. Okay, let me put these on the outside. I'm just going to stick with the image it has. I'm going to make it red. And I'll maybe put black and silver in there somehow. And you know what? That works for me, Jill, because I was looking at them and it's like, oh, I want that whole kit. And I was like, well, that's kind of high. So I think what I'll do is I'll get one of those kits and then I can just pick one for that. I think that's what I'll do. So that works out good. Painting really relaxes me. It really does. I just get into this whole other zone. And I think by then I can at least have set up on my desk. I bought a slanted, what do you call it? It's like something you use for like painting, like if you go out somewhere like to a park or something or sit by the ocean to paint, it's the plein air thing, like where it has like the stand thing and all that kind of stuff. I have something like that I got from Blick that I haven't even opened it yet because it's like I don't have any room to put it and it's not time for that yet. So I should have that set up for that day so I can start working on that. I'm excited. That's running my mouth. It's nice to talk about something that isn't work, though. Good Lord, I'm so tired. At one point yesterday, I had nothing left to say. Absolutely nothing. There was nothing left in my head. Started showing a video because I thought, well, this is useful. Told them it was useful. Told them how it was useful. I started showing the video. None of them were looking at it. I was like, forget it. I just shut it off. It's like, never mind. Do whatever you want to do. It's like, because I had nothing left in my head. It just run out. Oh, it just ran out. Okay, I need a sharpener. Been using my electric sharpener a lot because I've been using the Crayolas and the Xenocolor pencils. Kind of got me spoiled, but I'm scared to use an electric pencil sharpener on any of my other pencils. Lord knows what would happen. How many times the prismas would break and I'll be crying and okay, now what is that? I don't know that I want that to be. That can be silver, yeah? Yeah. Silver or blue for that. This is going to be red. So this is going to be my first layer of red for these. At least that's something I can do just for the rest of this live lockout. Anywhere that I want red. And then that'll be set for me to then go back and deepen and darken the color. The things I've learned about coloring and didn't even realize it. Listen to me talking like I know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I bought more markers. Ciao. But like I said, I'm. It's about the point that's on them, and my favorite ones. They seem to be my favorite ones. These ones that are I don't even know what they're called. I looked it up in my wish list and I still forget the number, but they're not available. They say currently not available when I look it up, so I can't really replace them with the same thing. And some of them I'm using a lot, and so I don't want to be without a backup. Although nothing really does it like those do. And I realize it's like oil. It has to be. I need to always have a set that's oil based that has particularly that has a um, really fine point tip and then also a broad tip of any shape. The broad tip can be any shape, but the other one needs to be, really fine. And that's what these have, and that's why I love them so much. That's why I keep using them so much. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep checking back when to see if they ever do come back in stock. Because when I search, like searching on Amazon for oil paint markers, they be showing you all kinds of stuff that's not oil based. I'm like, what I say? What did I say? What did I ask for? That's exactly what I said when I went shopping for a car the first time. And my father was laughing. I brought my father for, because how, you know, car salesmen treat women when you go there. He was laughing. He was like, "You don't need me," because I was saying to the salesman, I says, "What did I say? What did I just say? Why are you showing me this? What did I just tell you?" And he did that a couple times, and I thought, like, is this man insane or what? I mean what I say. Stop showing me other stuff. It's funny. My father was laughing. Yeah, I'm ordering a lot from Blick. You were wondering where I was? Yeah, I've been working a lot. This is like November, December, and then April, May are cray cray times for me with work. And it's been extra cray cray with all the other things that have been going on in our world. and how they're affecting my job. So they're adding extra, like we needed it. We didn't need any extra. We're still dealing with post-COVID things, and then like it's like, oh, just all makes it more challenging. But I can do all things through Christ, which who strengthens me and which strengthens me. The fact that I can do all things through him strengthens me, and he strengthens me. So let's go. One problem is that people don't seem to have boundaries these days. And so you have to be really firm with yours and don't let anything sway you out of it, because they'll get you doing stuff that like and take up your whole life in ways like, they shouldn't be, for something that really isn't your responsibility. It's theirs. And so it's another thing, like extra having this extra eye on me keeping my boundaries. That's more work. I gotta think harder. It's like, wait a minute, what they just asked me for? It's like, nope, 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 nope. So that makes it crazy too. Goodness. It's like warfare on all sides. All sides. I'd be swinging my machete. Sorry. Not literally, of course. And in love, but firmly. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot to do that, and it takes a lot to do that in love. It takes extra effort to do that in love. Because, yeah, I could bust somebody down in a minute, but that's not a good witness. So when I come home, I'm like working and praying, praying and working and praying, praying and working. Just like, it's like, oof. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how even and like how technology somehow people makes people think that they can have access to you 24/7, and you really have to check people on that. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You can't. You don't. You have to do it because technology readily allows them to have that access. It doesn't mean they're supposed to have that access. It doesn't mean they need to have that access. They can wait. And you need to make them wait. You need to know what's good for you. Set your limits and stick to them, and they will learn. But it really is, it's like I feel like younger people don't realize how some of their technology use is setting them up for oppression as a worker. It's like, you better watch that, because yeah, you think it's nice now because you can do this, do that, and whatever. But what about when it's your boss at 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and then you get in trouble at work for not responding to a text or whatever at 2 a.m.? It's like, huh? Watch the precedents that you set. Oh, there we go. Preaching now. Really do have to watch the precedents that you're setting and the actions that you take. I'm gonna be done here on 119. Okay. A little bit more. What else did I watch or see or coloring? I don't know. Wait. Ouch. Okay, more red, more red. That's red. Oh, I watched the rest of. I'm pretty sure that was the last episode of the season last week of Wheel of Time, and I'm almost like it's like I don't even want to look. I keep telling myself go look on Google it and see if that was the last episode, but I almost don't want to look because it's like I pretty much know it is, and then the thought that I got to wait months and months for another season, I don't know if I can take it. I really love that show. And each episode did not disappoint this season, just like the past one. None of them disappointed. Although, what's her name? I don't know, the Indian chick that likes the main guy who's supposed to be the I don't know what is it the main dude or whatever. I can't remember the terms in the show. She's really getting on my nerves for like being so proprietary over Iran. I'm like, would you just step back and live your life, woman? You're like all up his ass. Sorry, but she is. She needs to stop. Just stop it. You're looking a little crazy. I happen to find another show that actress who plays her is in, and it's about it's like a movie out of the UK. Yep, Jill. Yeah, you have to. People are just like I don't know. So like I was saying, landscape is changing, things shifting. That's another thing that's shifting, like boundaries and personal and otherwise, and you got to make sure people know where yours are. Even as your own change, when it changes, they need to know. You need to set it. You need to act accordingly to what your boundaries are, so that people don't be like doing too much. We're getting away with doing too much. But that the actress that's supposed to be like the original love interest or whatever of Ron, is that his name? I don't know. I can't remember. Rand in Wheel of Time. I think she's in this movie, this UK movie of a bunch of students of color who integrate a boarding school in the UK, and it looks kind of like a silly movie. So I'm not sure if I really want to watch it because I don't necessarily like silly, not like that, but the way like the some of the parts of the advertisement showed. But I do like the actress, so I'm kind of tempted to maybe watch it if I have access to it. So I am watching a little more. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I am watching a little bit more TV the the past couple weeks or so. It's Real Time. I finished watching the last episodes of The Expanse, so I've watched all of that series. Um, I don't know. In some ways, I feel like I would want to watch both of those shows all over again from the beginning, but I don't know if I can do that just yet. I used to be that type of person, but I don't know if I'm that type of person now. Oops, went over the line. Okay, that's what acrylic marker's for. Oh, that's another thing I got, which actually I can use that for. Um, I've been on jet pens a lot, way too much. I need to stay off of there. And I got a pen from there and I actually broke it. It's my fault, not theirs. I love this pen. I love this pen. It's called it's Pilot High Codec, and it's supposed to fit like it fits four um things in there for, you know, refills or whatever. And like you press each one down, just like, you know, when you had those pens, they had the different colors. They do have different color inks too. I don't know what happened, if it was just that I was trying to figure it out and I was, you know, half asleep or what, but um I something happened. I couldn't get one of the refills out that I put in there, and it was the one that was close to here. And I don't know if there was something with how this little white thing in there was positioned or what, but in the whole process, like probably like an hour of me trying to fix it, um I broke a refill, and the springs, the three other springs that were in there, they like popped out and went somewhere in this room. Oh, so I actually ordered another pen, and I found a place to order springs, pen springs from this company, and I ordered those too. But I'm also going to go through all my old pens and look for a spring that fits, because I really love that pen. I've been writing with it constantly since I got it. Okay. But I also got this eraser, and it has a thing it's supposed to go in and a refill. I got the refill for this. I hope I got the right size refill for this. It's an eraser, and it works pretty good. So I'm actually going to use it on this. I hope it works. Works when I used it on another color pencil. I don't know how well it's going to work on red. And it's kind of hard to see. I need an eraser with a point, kind of, sort of. Yeah, it's not working too good on the red. Or it's working on the red part I don't want to erase. Been on jet pens a lot. In part because I was ordering refills, but then I also wound up buying another pen. Yeah, that's not coming out too good with that. We did some other colors, and maybe it's that it doesn't erase Prismacolors well. That might be the case, because I think the other time I was erasing it was Crayola. That's okay. We can cover it up with whatever we do with the background. Okay, more red. I want to get all my red done, and then I'll be done. Take care, Jill. Good seeing you. Hope the rest of your day at work goes by quickly. Then it can slow down when you get home. What day is it today? It's Wednesday. Bubbles might be going live. I need to check on Bubbles. No, something else that I bought. Like, yeah. Like I said, I keep buying stuff. But I bought a SSD drive and I got a few options for that anyway already. But because I was thinking, well, if I'm going to play that Inzoi game, which I don't know if I am or not. I would love to, but I don't know if I have time for it. Um, and I want to be responsible with my time. Um, but if I'm going to play it, I want to put it on an external SSD drive and play it from there, so that I don't get all those files on my computer and leave my hard drive alone. Which, like, I did a little bit of investigation before getting that drive. I have to do a little bit more investigation, like to set it up and stuff, and to actually, if I'm actually going to put that on there, um, that's connected to that. I don't think I want. I'm going to make this silver. I don't know what to make that. Is that him or something else? These unidentified Kirby objects, or UKOs. I don't always know what to do with them. Now that's a curved loop. Yeah, I'm gonna make it red. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna be getting done in the next few months, but I guess I need to make a list of things that I want to do, and then we can, whatever I don't get done, I can, things that maybe I can do bit by bit along the way, I'll do that. I don't know. But I always have to be careful that I don't want to disappoint myself by biting off more than I can chew. But if I know what I want to do and have it set up, then in my list, I can set other times to do those other things, and or set ways to do them little by little. Let me put this eraser back in here. Oh Lord, hour and 30 minutes. We're still coloring. I really want to get enough of this done. Now, what that is. Because if I could be done with the red and basically, or done with the base of his body, basically, that's what I kind of would like. To black out, have all those colors blocked out. And even though this is cloud, I think that's his body. It's my watch is telling me I need to move. I'm sitting too long. I still can't believe I'm on here coloring. I haven't done this in so long. I'll leave that a little bit. I think dragon's going to be blue. Okay, so do I want to... Let's see, what else? Is that... What is that? Okay, that looks like this guy. I have to repair this ball, this turnip. I don't know, seeing eye turnip. I don't know what the heck it is, but I gotta fix that. I don't know. It has kind of this kind of decoration in it, and I did better coloring this one than I did this one, but I can color over it. I used acrylic marker, and I'll figure it out how to do it, make it something. I don't know. Maybe I'll just color the whole thing silver. Who knows? Don't know. I could actually. Do the blue. Let me shut the blue over here. I think it was this one. This looks so weird that it's hard to. I'm supposed to just color the whole thing. And I think one reason why I'm getting like all these coloring supplies and things, and like I bought that big shelf that's supposed to fit. I can't even remember how many markers in it. Like I think it's probably made more for like markers that are like the size of alcohol markers and stuff. I don't know necessarily if I'm going to put markers in it or pencils or both. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but it's wood. It's really well made, and thinking about how I want things set up so that I can more easily work on stuff for work and work on art stuff at the same time in the same spot. Um, and why did I say that again? Oh, I can't remember where I was when I was talking. I can't remember what I was saying. But that's kind of I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm getting ready for some kind of creative burst. That's really what I feel like, and I just kind of undercurrent. I haven't actually come out and asked God about. Well, I think I have, like in passing, but I haven't had a long conversation with him about it. Like, what's going on? I've said it in passing, just said that, like, what's going on? Why am I getting this stuff? But that seems to be what's in my head as I'm getting them. That like I'm getting ready for some kind of creative burst. Ignore that message there. I don't feel like going to delete it. I don't care if I have any viewers really. I'm here to be among friends and people who want to watch me. I ain't trying to make no money or nothing. I'm just here to color and chat with like-minded people. Okay, so I do need to actually watch. I probably will, like while I'm working, after I'm off of here, watch that video by that person who has the Derwent Inktense blocks. Sorry, like I said, I can't say that word. BLOCKS. Um, but I'm gonna watch that. I know that's one thing that's on my list. Um, I already like. I feel. I don't know. I feel connected to their potential. That's all I can say. There's something about them things. I know they're gonna do something for me. Um, so I already have like um different sizes of like pre-made canvas. Um, like canvas board, from really small ones to semi. I bought. Oh, that's another thing I bought. I bought acrylic pads. I have one set that's like 6x6, which is like really small, and you know me, tiny. I'm like, I'm gonna paint tiny. Okay, whatever you say. But at my desk, probably painting tiny is a good idea because it's a tiny space. With all my stuff over here, it's a tiny space. Um, so 6x6 acrylic pads, and it only has like 10 sheets in it, and then a 12x12 acrylic pads, and they're really nice. The sheets are really nice. Definitely made for acrylic, just like they said. Um, yeah, so I feel like I don't know, and then I do, I want to do the journaling thing, so and I haven't been able to do that, the past couple months, so going to that, doing some things for that, and the things that I bought for that, and things people have given me, the stickers that they've given me that I really like. Um, those window things that I think I showed the last time I was live, that they're stickers, but but they don't have sticker backings on them. But yeah, so I have a lot of things to play around with and to be creative with, and I really want to do that. Um, I don't know what's going to come out of it, but I feel like as a colorist, I've really grown over the past year. And so just want to see what's going to come out. And I feel this connection with, I'm feeling how my sense as a painter kind of comes out from some of the coloring, or I feel it, even though I may not be doing it, but I feel some kind of connection there. It's like, oh, this is just like when I paint. I can do this. So I want to, I feel like, I don't know, something's about to change or shift or grow or culminate from all these things I've been doing and all of hanging out with all of you and watching you work and inspiring me to work, ways to work it with coloring, getting the guts to get coloring supplies I never thought I'd be using or I'd never want to use, like the Derwent ink tents, like Caran d'Ache Neocolor 1s and 2s. Oh, by the way, and I did a short of these and I never put it up. I just, I filmed it. But I bought single open stocks of Neocolor 2s because I don't really want a whole another big tin of anything. So I just got the ones that, like, colors that I knew that I wanted. And they put them in these little boxes, and I thought that was so sweet. That's kind of cool. Almost like having Crayolas. I thought that was cute. So, um, yeah, things that I didn't think I'd ever be working with. And it's clicking for me now. I'm kind of getting that, okay, this is what you do with that. Oh, this is what you can do with this and whatever. So, um, I just want to see where that's going to go. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, now it seems like this part needs to be darkened up. I don't know, probably because it's been smushed and everything, but I could actually use, and this is another thing I think that I like about Inktense. I can go back with Inktense, darken these parts up, and it will be permanent. It's not going to smear or smudge anymore. And it'll be a definite dark space contrasting the lighter space. I like that. So I really do like I I don't want things just to have them. I want them because there's a function that they have that works for me. And until I know that, I'm kind of like, oh, no, I don't know if I want that. Because I've been that way with the Neo Color 2s for forever, right? But when I find that, oh, okay, they can do this, they can do that, I can use this with this, I can use this together, I can use this on this paper to do that. So I'm getting a sense of that now. And so now I'm like, oh, okay. But a lot of times I don't have time to really watch tutorials unless there's something I definitely know that I'm looking for, that I'm watching it for. Um, like I heard that this does this thing, and so I want to watch this tutorial because this person is doing that thing with it. Um, that's how I watch a tutorial, but I can't just watch somebody coloring with something and how they do it just to watch how they do it. I don't have a lot of time to do that kind of watching. That kind of like generic. It has to be very targeted, or I'll wind up just missing. I can't like I don't know. I'll miss it, whatever it is they're doing, because I'll be multitasking and I'll miss wherever the big thing happened, unless they know that's what they're doing and they're announcing that's what they're doing. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm trying to make sense, really I am. So I kind of have to watch targeted tutorials that say exactly what it is they're going to show, and they're doing it. If I'm going to watch somebody coloring a page, I'm just going to watch them color a page just because they're coloring a page. I don't know. And I feel like I'm going to need Miss Mary to come on today because I'm missing her. Even when I can't drop down, I'm like in the clouds sometimes. So I think that's another reason I came live. I'm missing some folk. Okay, so I think I got that blue. That's the body. That's metal. So I think we actually have all his body blocked out now, which is the point I wanted to get at. Again, his whole body. I need to make this bigger. It's a double pager. So I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go get some more coffee and get back to work. Okay, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching on the replay. And I missed you all. And so this was kind of a pleasant thing to come on and my friends to come out. That was cool. Yeah, this is the one. This is like forever. It's gonna take me all year. Not really, but like all these little things, I'm still trying to fill them in. But I got until December. Anyway, so yeah, it was her birthday. I left her a message on her wall. So that's it for me today. I don't know when I'll be back again. I don't know if there'll be another surprise random live or if I won't be back until mid-May. But you can always find me more than likely at somebody else's live. I may drop down in the chat, say hi, and then that's it. Because I'm always multitasking right now, but I'll be around. So thanks for watching. Bye.